Hello, everyone. RBG Game Kid here, back with some more Final Fantasy 16.
So
the Fallen did manage to make a Mothercrystal of their own, did they? Felt a lot of good it did them. Brought the wrath of God down on their own stupid heads, then left it to their descendants to clean up the mess they left behind. Did a good job making the sake spies spick and span, but if that fallen heart were anything like the others, otherwise there's plenty of shards still out there sitting in stockpiles waiting to be sold to the highest bidder. Still, they're not like to last long, sobby things that they are, and anyone who tries to flog them as common crystals is begging to get themselves nabbed by dealing in dodgy goods. No, those crystals are not but curios now. They are part of this world's history, not its future.
if you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
Anyway, guys, I'm back here with some more Final Fantasy 16. It's been so long, I've been talking about, I was just got done playing Final Fantasy 7. So, of course, I'd be, ability sets. Tired of having to manually adjust your icon sets each time you want to use different abilities? Then, do you know you can register up to 5 sets of icon abilities via the gear tab of the main menu? While on this tab, you use L1 or R1 to cycle through the sets and customize them as you wish. Remember, you cannot add or change sets while in combat. Yes. There we are. I'm just going to keep what I have right now, though. Yep. But yes, guys, we are back here with some Final Fantasy 16 now. Hold on that. There we go. Taking up this expertly crafted blade in one's hands evokes strange yet familiar images of burdens both borne and overcome. There you go, got some more DLC stuff. Actually, it's my... So yeah, guys, we are going to do the final DLC that is here in 16. I'm excited for it because I like this game a lot, though I haven't played it since I did the first DLC, Echoes of the Fallen. So yeah, but I'm excited for this because Omega weapon. I'm excited for this because there's tomberries in this game. And we also get to learn about Leviathan. So that's awesome. Cid. I shall not waste time mincing words. Leviathan's dominant is in need of rescue, and despite my immeasurable misgivings about joining hands with an outlaw of the highest disrepute, the dame has assured me that there is none better suited for the task at hand. They do not reveal more for fear this missive could fall into the wrong hands. But if what little I have penned here has kindled your interest, I bid you journey to the Vale in Northreach and inquire with one Layla. She will surely see you satisfied.
Leviathan the Lost. But why now? After all this time.
Why, what now?
No. I'm not sure you'd believe me if I told you.
After all we've been through. I doubt there's anything that could surprise me at this point.
All right then. Rouse Joshua and meet me in the mess. We'll talk there.
Meet me in the mess.
I see we're all here.
So, what is it this time?
I'm not sure yet. The letter delivered to my chambers omitted a few crucial details.
Do we know its provenance?
That was one of the details it omitted. But whoever the sender was, it seems the dame held them in high enough regard to point them in our direction.
The dame? Well, she's not one to waste our time. It must be important.
Important might be an understatement. If the letter is to be believed, Leviathan's dominant is in danger. And someone wants us to save him.
Leviathan?
So the Warden of Water has finally returned. What has it been? 100 years?
More. The Lost moniker dates back at least that long. Even our venerable lawsman would not have been so much as a glint in his father's eye when last the mighty serpent brought his crushing waves to bear upon the realm.
But why the gap? I know it can be a few years before a new dominant's born. But over a century?
Should the dominant of Water's bloodline have been severed somehow, it could have prevented a new dominant from awakening.
But if one has awakened now, he couldn't have chosen a worse time. Every nation in the realm has lost its dominant. If word gets out that there is still one to be had, they will stop at nothing to claim it for their own.
And the twins will be at war again, just when humanity most needs to come together. Did the letter say anything else?
Only that if I wish to know more, we must meet in person. And that the Veil can arrange a meeting.
If nothing else, you can be certain it ain't a trap.
Famous last words. I'm coming with you.
As am I.
Thank you. Both of you. And Otto?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm coming with
Keep an
too.
eye on
Yeah.
things here. Didn't fancy coming anyway.
Thank you. I shall leave the Invincible in your capable hands.
Oh yes, I also did play the collab mission in 14 that involved 16. It's really fun. The Calm. Find again what was lost. Chasing the Tides. Quest destination for rising tides are indicated with a meh. After accepting the quest, current objectives are displayed on the to-do list on the right-hand side of the screen. These will temporarily replace main scenario objectives. If you wish to restore main scenario objectives to the to-do list, you can do so on the Journal tab of the main menu.
What will it be today?
It's been so long since I played this game, I definitely need
What is it
to,
that
like,
you wish to learn?
familiarize myself with it at some
Here you
point. Information on the rising tide has been added to the situation map, and the timeline has been updated. Speak with Vivian. Highlight. I don't know how long this will be. I would assume it's probably going to be just as long as
Here's the latest
the
information.
Echoes of the Fallen. The Tower. So this is the kid, like, when 16 first came out, everyone was like, oh, this kid is going to be Leviathan's dominant. And it very well could be, though maybe it's not going to with how things are here. But
Very good.
I mean, it'd be very interesting if everyone was like, that kid's Leviathan because so.
There's something about it. I feel like it's...
Yeah, I definitely need to get back into playing this game. I think the only thing that I have left to do in terms of platinum in it is I still need to beat all of the chamber stuff.
And how the hell is Sid gonna
What do you think that thing is?
Sorry, can't take you where you need to get to, but the Argo and me will be waiting when you get back.
Yeah, I think that's just basically all what it boils down to is I need to beat all of those things. And
to the Vale it is then.
so and then of course I need to beat the game on
Looks
Final
like you've got
Fantasy
first.
difficulty.
But enough talk.
How about we...
Fancy a peek behind the veil, my lord?
I'm looking for a Layla.
You found one. So, will your friends be joining in? Or just watching?
Jill's like,
We're not here for your services. We simply want to talk.
What you do with your time is up to you. The price is still the same.
We're here about the letter.
Oh. Sorry. I suppose you'll be wanting to
yeah,
know
I'm
who wrote
business,
it
not
then.
pleasure.
Among other things.
Look, I'm just the messenger here. There's only so much I can tell you.
Specifically,
A location, north of town, on the shore of Isle of Feist Bay. There you'll find a tent and the woman who can answer your questions.
and that's all. Nothing else.
Actually, one thing. There's more than flowers in the meadows these days. So keep that sword of yours to hand.
This wasn't the lady that we first talked to when we first got here, or...
Does anyone else think it's strange that this woman should prefer to keep to the outskirts of town?
Not if she realizes the value of the information she's party to.
And the danger it puts her in.
Yeah, it's been so long that I'm not entirely...
The tent is where Layla said it would be.
Yes, but who awaits us inside?
No one.
It's empty. Why am I not surprised?
Skiv.
A boat. No prizes for guessing who that belongs to.
Oh yes, and they also like shortened the time that we can pet and also made new pet animations for Torgal as well. That was in the free update, not for this, so.
Fetch! When did you get so big?
Ah.
The embers are still warm.
So you're Sid.
Sup?
I suppose I must be. Which means you have me at a disadvantage.
Apologies. I am Shula,
Shula.
tributary of Mysidia, final haven of the Moats of Water.
The Moats of Water.
The very tribe into which it was believed Leviathan's dominant was born. A people notable for their sapphire eyes and ivory hair. Yet that would be impossible, since the tribe famously...
Vanished. Was exterminated.
Whichever one you want.
Despite the best efforts of both church and state, we are still very much alive. Though we've managed to keep that fact hidden from good Krieger's faithful for over a century.
Along with Leviathan's dominant.
That wave out there. What do you know of it?
The Surge. Only that it's been there a long time.
Since the fall of Drake's Eye almost a century ago. Some claim the two are connected, but none can speak with any certainty.
So in other words, you know nothing. Not that I'll hold it against you. The wave was raised by Leviathan in an act of rage. Moments before the waters were stayed, and the Eikon and its dominant bound within.
And you want us to?
Rescue him. Yes. You see, a little bird told me about a certain outlaw with a singular knack for putting unruly dominants in their place. And ours is about as unruly as they get. For years, we've searched for someone who could hold their own against an Eikon. Someone just like you.
Well,
So
might
what
as
do you
well.
say? Will you help us?
What exactly did your dominant do to warrant this punishment?
What did he do? He committed the greatest crime one of his kind can. He was born.
Ouch.
But he deserves a better fate than the one my people forced upon him. He deserves to be free.
As do we all. Very well. Far-fetched though your tale may seem, something tells me you speak in earnest. So we will do what we can for your dominant. But first, you will tell us everything you know about him and the means of his imprisonment.
I can do better than that. I can show you. Care to take a trip across the bay? My people await you there.
Lead the way.
New area. New area. New area. The Lost Cloak. The Lost Clock. Or Cloak. If you manage to navigate the cloak's narrow mountaintop paths without plummeting to your death, you'll be rewarded with a breathtaking view of blighted wasteland stretching from the Olympus Bay to the Sea of Grace.
Alright, you might want to hold on to something. We're coming up on the wall, and passing through can take a bit of getting used to.
I don't see any wall.
Of course you don't. That's the point. It's a glamour woven by our ancestors to keep our village hidden from prying eyes. But don't take my word for it. Watch.
That was worse than a slug of Bacchus wine.
Clive, the sky.
It's blue, but how is that possible?
You do know what a glamour is, don't you? Ours just happens to work both ways, and a good thing too. I wouldn't fancy staring at those sickly clouds every day.
The rising tide. Yes, look at this. We actually get to see like a decently nice sky and all this other stuff. You do know what a glamour is, right? You played Final Fantasy 14.
We're here. It's a long slog to the village, and a hard one. I hope you're up for a climb.
Oh, it's so nice.
Finally.
What? You didn't think we'd arrived, did you? The village isn't up here. It's on the other side of the mountain.
Of course it is.
Of course it is. Homecoming. Wow, look
Watch
at
yourself,
that.
Sid. This path can be treacherous. If not for the sheer drop, then for the beasts who prowl it.
Thank you for the warning. And please, call me Clive. Sid is an alias.
You will be pleased to learn, Lady Shula, that I have no such aliases.
Is that so, Lord Margrace?
It's all the same to me.
Joshua! You try to flirt, my man? Oh boy, let's go fight us some tonberries.
I was wondering when they'd pick up our scent.
Stand back. We'll handle this.
Oh, will you now? Shall I keep my axe and spells to myself, then?
Oh shit, I think I accidentally... Yes, I did. I accidentally... Yep, I'm in a... I thought I went back to a regular one, did I not?
Earlier you mentioned spells, yet I see you carry no crystal.
Since when did a bearer ever need crystals?
But then, where is your brand?
Waiting for me in Sunbreck if I ever get careless.
And it's in for a long wait.
There we go. Stir down. Oh, Ben Starr, I've missed your voice. I don't even know what level I'm at. What level am I at? $50. Okay, so I'm a little... Okay.
We're almost at the summit. From there, you'll have a better view of our home.
Ooh.
Few have ever set eyes on what I'm about to show you. Just so you know.
This is not what I expected.
Welcome, my friends, to Mysidia.
To Mysidia. Ooh! Mysidia. Northern Storm.
It's been a long time since I saw the North looking so
Alive.
I'm sure you have plenty of questions, but it's been a long journey, and I expect we could all do with a rest. Our humble village is only a short way from here, if you'd care to accompany me. Let's get ourselves in front of a fire, and I'll tell you everything you need to know.
Ooh, the cutscenes are really nice, and I mean, granted, the cutscenes were great in the base game as well, but they're still pretty nice.
It's beautiful, Shula.
And we aim to keep it that way.
Are those stones glowing?
That's one of the cairns which maintain the glamour. Steer well clear.
Ooh, okay. There we go, I was about to say. I was like, how do I switch over to Torgal? That's how.
If the surge was an act of rage,
One wonders what prompted it.
Whoa. That is... Oh my god. Look, I'll say this. Final Fantasy 16 is beautiful. Visually as well. But it's beautiful in the way of, like, you know, the dark skies and all that stuff. But with it being clear like this, oh my god, it takes it up to another level.
This might take a while.
Titan.
Could we not have spared ourselves the mountain crossing by landing further north?
In clear view of the bay?
I guess that's true, yeah. It's like everyone who was watching you would see that, oh wait. What's over here? I mean, yeah, we'll probably have to be coming down here for something or another at one point. Still nice, though. Still like it.
On evening tides.
Does morning's light return?
Open the gates! The tributary is home!
Outsiders? Well, I never.
Look at the size of that dog.
All right now, back to your duties. You'll have to forgive my people their curiosity. We don't get many visitors. Or any, truth be told.
Then we are honored to be the first.
This is quite extraordinary. Like stepping into another world.
So do you believe me now?
You've made it difficult not to, my lady. But how did your people chance to settle here in the north? Unless I am much mistaken, the moats of water long called the coasts of southern Ash their home. Until Drake's Horn fell and the Blight forced them ever inland, where...
We met our doom, along with our dominant. I see you've read the Gregorian Church's account, but perhaps you'd like to hear ours.
The true account.
That building over there is the Witten Hall. It's where my people gather to discuss matters of import. We can speak more inside, once the place is ready to receive you. It shouldn't take long, but you're welcome to explore the village while I see to things.
Thank you. We'll do just that.
Okay.
That'll be them then. Don't look like much if you ask me.
The foundry, the stones, Minero's cup.
I'm sorry, but I don't like it. Outsiders should stay on the outside.
Whoa. Look at that wheat field.
Oh, do you think he bites?
Who the Hound or his master?
Seems like one of the cairns was disturbed by an ibex.
So I should actually mention this: the moment where
Did you hear that, girl? You're going with father today.
the story in 14 with Clive, it takes place during the moment where Clive goes into the sanctuary for the Phoenix and he accepts the truth. So yeah, that's actually pretty awesome of how it's done. Alrighty, might as well just... Oops, sorry, kids.
Welcome to Haven. The tributary awaits you within the Witten Hall.
There's one doorway and then another doorway. Ooh.
So what do you think of our little haven in the woods? It might not have all the comforts of a southern settlement, but at least it's ours.
And there's a lot to be said for that. It can't have been easy keeping this place a secret.
Not easy, no. We've dedicated our lives to maintaining the glamour that conceals us. Us and Walias.
This man, Walias, is he Leviathan's dominant?
That's right. Though he's no man, Walias is still a baby.
Whoa, okay.
A baby?
Baby.
Forgive me, but you said that the Dominant and his Eikon were bound inside the Surge almost a century ago. That would surely make him older still.
It would, if he'd been allowed to age. But the spell robbed the poor bairn of even that.
I'm sorry?
Walias was the son of my great-grandfather. Leviathan awoke within him almost immediately. But instead of allowing the lad to live out his life as a valued member of the community, my ancestors sought to put his power to other uses. Sadly for them, the Eikons sensed their treachery and summoned a wave so large it would have swallowed the entire village if my ancestors hadn't stopped him.
Then it is not the surge that binds the child, but time itself.
Yes.
Forgive me. I'm still not sure I understand.
I'm not surprised. It isn't the easiest thing to explain. Which is why it might be better if I took you to see him. Show you exactly what he has to endure.
That is why we came.
Then let us be off. There's a road that leads north from the village. It'll take us right into the Surge.
Are you bound for the Wave, tributary?
We are, Delina. Have you spread the word about our guests?
I have. Everyone knows to treat them as family.
You shouldn't have any trouble now, but just in case, I would have you accept this symbol of our people.
Ah, yes, the seal. You've accepted the...
That's very
thesis
kind.
Something.
I look forward to meeting the family.
The feeling's mutual.
Should the tributary be indisposed, feel free to ask me any questions you might have regarding the village, and I'll do my best to answer.
Thank you. We will.
Then I bid you good tide.
Good tide.
Our storehouse lies across the bridge. If you're short of supplies, you may find what you need there. Though we will have to ask you for recompense, poor as we are.
How may I be of service? My name is Delina.
And I serve as adjacent to Lady Shula, tributary of Mysidia. I know I said it before, but I can't remember it now. While other adjutants who came before me played the role of guardian as well as aid, Lady Shula is an able warrior in her own right, and requires no protection. So I assist her administering to our people's affairs while she is absent or
By
indisposed.
way of example,
It was I who informed the rest of the village of your coming at the tributary's request. If there is aught you wish to know of our people or our village, please do not hesitate to ask.
as I'm sure you're aware,
The land was once the domain of the northern Thasians, though the settlement was lain abandoned for some time when our ancestors' wanderings finally brought them here. Remote as it was, it seems to them the ideal place to settle, and they duly cast a glamour over it that their new home might remain
the
hidden.
secret of the spell itself.
Has been passed down from generation to generation since the time we left Ash. We used it to disguise our camps, that the custodians of the land through which we wandered should not learn of our trespass, and it was these temporary enhancements which led our ancestors to complete a more permanent solution upon arriving
So
here.
they built the cairns.
Filled with all the shards of crystals the tribe could spare, and summoned forth a glamour large enough to cover the entire land. And for many days and nights thereafter, the bearers labored to attune the spell, and that the outside world might see this place slowly succumb to the
And
blight,
thus we hid ourselves away.
welcoming none into our private haven, until you, that is. At first the spell only worked one way. It was only after the skies changed that we conjured a second illusion for the benefit of those inside. It was Lady Shula's idea, a salve for the nervous of those who feared the rolling storm clouds were a harbinger of the end. I pray that it brings you a little relief from the darkness of the world beyond the wall, as it has done us.
Our story began.
On the narrow coast of southern Ash, where, for what of arable land, we relied on the mountain rains to quench our thirst, and the bounty of the sea to fill our bellies, and thus did we learn the value of water.
After the fall of Drake's Horn,
We spent decades in exile, drifting across the deserts and snowfields of the Twins, till at last we arrived here in Mysidia. I can't. Our second true home. Here we found mountains, rivers, and seas not unlike those of our first home in Ash. All that we lacked was crystal. We have no mother crystal of our own here, nor have we ever received any strength from our neighbors. Were it not for the few shards we had been able to stockpile during our wanderings in storm, we might never have survived the first few winters, let alone cast the glimmer that protects us. For the demand that the bearers among us sacrifice their lives for the benefit of the others was never an option. The hardship we had faced on our journey had brought us together, and we would not be divided again. Thank you for our unity proved our strength. And so here we have stayed, dependent only upon the blessings which this land provides us. The springs, the rivers, the seas. Here we go. Active time tides. Entries of the rising tides will now appear in the active time lore. If you don't recognize the term or wish to know more about events currently unfolding, hold touchpad to access relevant information. Yes. So surge, a tiny wave, a sea wave frozen. Excuse me. In time for the past 80 years, due to its sudden appearance off the sides Cape Nepto immediately following the fall of Drake's Eye, scholars generally presume the two occurrences are related. According to Shula, a tributary of the modes of water, the wave was not only summoned by Leviathan the Lost, but that the Eikons dominant lies trapped within, victim of a terrible ritual that sought to harness his power. An idyllic village situated in the center of one of the northern last remaining woodlands. Here lie the motes of water, a tribe originally hailing from Ash, having only arrived in the region in the last century. A wooden palisade encompasses their isolated community to provide protection from the region's myriad beasts and beastmen. Tributary Mysidia, final haven of the motes of water, desperately seeking a means to free Walja from the prison created for him by her ancestors, she invites Clive and his allies into her hidden home. Though her strength may pale in comparison to that of her dominant guest, she is a skilled warrior in her own right, wielding both a mighty battle axe and the spells of the bearer. The current dominant Leviathan, born into the family of the tributary of the motes of water some 80 years ago. Soon after his birth and awakening as dominant, he was subjected to a sinister ritual in the hopes of harnessing the power that slept inside him. Alas, all did not go plan. Leviathan ran amok and summoned a wave that would have destroyed Haven were it not for the second part of this family's plan, for his child and the world around him in time. These are all, and so we stay dependent only upon the blessings which the land provides us. The springs, the rivers, the seas, these are all we most of water need.
Fare you well, my lord.
Oh, we got a couple of quests here. Oh, might as well do them.
Sid. You are Sid, aren't you?
Are you?
The man the tributary told us about? I wonder if you could help me.
With what exactly?
Oh, nothing too troublesome. Do you know my husband, Pavat? He's the village smith, among other things. Anyway, his name day's not far off, and I wanted to make a gift for him. He's a craftsman, you see, and he's been fretting about running low on the flowers he uses for dye making, so I wondered if you might collect some for me and give them to him.
Would this gift not be better coming from you?
Perhaps, but it can't, for reasons I can't go into. Please, I know it sounds daft, but I'd be ever so grateful.
All right.
Fine. Which flowers does your husband need?
The sweet little blue ones that grow around the fount. Elder's blessings, they're called. We use them to dye our fabrics so we always feel close to water like they are. You don't need to go to the trouble of picking them yourself, though. Just speak to the field hands and ask them to share their harvest with you. 2 basketfuls should be enough for my husband to be getting on with.
2 basketfuls it is.
2 basketfuls of this. It's the thought that counts.
I'm not arguing. The child must be saved.
Where in the blue? Oh, I'll have her hide when she gets back. Oh, sorry. I was leagues away. How can I help you? If you're after something from the storehouse, it's actually my wife you'll want to talk to. She will have to charge you for the goods, though. Not that we'd fleece you or anything. It's just, you know, needs must.
I understand.
Saying that, she might not be able to get anything down for you for a bit.
Ah, right.
She's got her hands full with the inventory, you see. It should have been my daughter's job, really, but the willful little rills decided to make herself scarce. The heavens only know where that girl's got to.
If you'd like me to keep an eye out for her.
Oh, no. I couldn't ask that of an outsider. Could I? You wouldn't mind?
Of course not. She won't have gone far, will she?
I hope not. But I've scoured the entire village for her and come up empty-handed. Can't help thinking she might have gone on another one of her little adventures.
Ah, a free spirit, is she?
Aye, that she is. Can't get her to sit still, especially once she heard you lot were on your way. Outsiders! You should have seen her little eyes light up. Oh, if she wanted to watch you arrive, she'd have made for the low gate where you first came in. The guard there might have spotted her. Maybe you could ask him. Ruka, her name is.
All right. I'll let you know if I find her. Try not to worry.
Alrighty. The pursuit of knowledge. Well, first things first, let's do the one that we have here.
Excuse me. I wonder, might you be able to spare a basket of Elder's blessings? Pavart's wife tasked me with collecting some for her husband, and suggested that I speak to you.
Ah. Werda wants you to bless her better half with the fruits of our labour, does she? Go on then. Give the old fool something to squirm about.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't worry about it. An old fool Pavat may be, but if you come bearing gifts, he's not fool enough to turn you away.
I'm glad to hear it. Thank you.
These are lovely flowers. Hello.
Ah, welcome to Haven, friend.
Thank you. Forgive my presumptuousness, but the smith's wife has asked me to make her husband a present of some elders' blessings. 2 basketfuls, to be precise.
Wow. I have 1, if that's any help.
It is. I'm much obliged. They really are beautiful.
Aren't they just? Though that's not the only reason they have a special place in our hearts. Legend has it that when our people fled from Ash, the tributary of the time took some seeds with them. And as they wandered high and low across the Twins, he'd plant them wherever they stopped for water. Every elder since has done the same. So when we finally put down roots here in Mysidia, the flowers did too.
Mysidia.
That's 2 basketfuls.
Quest complete. After completing the main objective for some quests, you may be given the opportunity to quick travel to the quest's final destination. If you see a prompt on the lower right-hand corner of the screen, hold down start to immediately travel to the NPC eagerly waiting your return. Of course, this option is not mandatory and you are free to ignore it. It can also be completely disabled via game settings. Ooh, that's actually very nice.
Hear me, mine ancestors.
I mean, I don't need to use it for this quest because it's literally right here. But if there's one like outside.
What do you want?
Your wife asked me to bring you these flowers.
The Elder's blessings that grow by the water's edge yield a lasting blue dye with which the motes of water are wont to strain their fabrics. This much is known. Quite why word, the wife of Haven's leading artisan Pavat needs Clive's assistance in restocking her husband's supply of the flower remains a mystery.
That woman. Come out. I know you're there.
Who? Me?
Would either of you care to explain what's going on?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to deceive you. It's just, my husband can be a bit standoffish at times, and I thought this might be a good way for the 2 of you to get acquainted. What with you being a swordsman like, and him being the only smith in the village. It'd be a shame if you couldn't turn to him for help.
The only reason he couldn't turn to me for help is because I had my hands full with all the orders you lot dumped on me. I'm pretty much done with them now, though. But, for the record, the tributary said that we were to lend you outsiders our aid, and that's exactly what I was planning to do. With or without my darling wife's meddling. Still, here we are. Acquainted. So, if there's out you need, just bring us the materials, all right?
All right.
All right, then. And tar for the flowers.
And tar for the flowers.
In-law.
You use them for dyeing, I hear.
Aye. Crush the petals and it makes a fine and lasting blue. We use it to stain the cloth for our tunics and pennons. Remind us where we come from, like.
As motes of water. Children of the sea.
That's right. The pattern too was left by our ancestors. The Ceaseless Rill, it's called. It symbolizes the river of our tribe, with the strength of Leviathan running through it. And no matter how that river has ebbed and flowed, changed its course, the flowers have always been with us, growing on our banks. I should get back to work. If you need something crafting, let me know.
Oh well. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Wasn't it just?
Well, that was a nice little quest. Reflection of the Earth. Residual Earth Aether. Enhanced Titan's iconic feat Titanic block, make it capable of block attacks from behind, or restoring small amount of the HP you're getting. Hello? That's actually really awesome. Haven Foundry now available.
Yes?
Fallen Bracelet. Fallen Belt and Fallen Bracelet.
Better than you. Will that do you? Done. Will that do you? A good tide to you.
What did I have on beforehand? Oh, Ouroboros and Sons of Ouroboros. That's what I had on last time. Okay, well, let me make some of these new ones here. I know Ramu actually can be pretty good, and I believe they also like swapped up some of his stuff too. Yeah, that's good for now, but I still want to stay on this one. Alright, let's do this quest, and then I think we'll call it.
Hear me, mine ancestors.
Excuse me. You haven't seen the storekeeper's daughter, have you?
Little Ruka? I have, as it happens. She went out through the gate not long ago.
Out of the village? Alone?
Aye, she does it all the time. There's a path off to the left which leads down to the river. Nice little spot, that. And safe as you like. The beasts of the mountain don't dare come so close to the village. That's where she'll be. Go and have a look if you don't believe me.
I will. This must be the path.
See, I knew we'd have to come here for some reason or another.
They're not here either.
Hello.
It's you! I've been looking everywhere for you.
You must be Ruka.
You know my name? Can you lot read minds?
Your father asked me to keep an eye out for you. You left without telling him where you were going. He was worried.
But I went to look for you.
Well, now you found me. What do you say we head back to the village and let your father know you're safe?
All right. And on the way home, you can tell me all about the world beyond the wall. I want to know everything.
Everything might be a stretch.
Thank you for bringing her home. And I'm sorry for the trouble.
Oh, no. It was a pleasure.
Daddy, did you know that there are villages 10 times as big as Haven in the outside world? 10 times!
10
Cities,
times!
they call them. And in these cities, they have great big walls and towers and castles.
Oh, to think I was worried. You can tell me all about the outside world later, Sweet Pea. Now go and help your mum with the stores.
All right.
Thanks for putting up with her questions. She, has a lot of them. One of the big ones being, what are the people beyond the wall like? Reckon you've made a good first impression.
Are we the only ones she's ever met?
That you are. The rest of the world can't know we're here, so we'll have to be very careful who we're letting in and out. A few of us might make the occasional trip to shore for supplies, but for the most part, we'll make do with what we've got, including what the old Northerners left us.
Yes. You built on top of the old ruins, didn't you?
Well, they make for fine foundations. Their masons clearly knew what they were doing. That's one thing we don't have to worry about. Oh, it's everything else that's the problem. Medicines, metals for tool making, anything like that. We have to dress up as traveling merchants and make a trip to the outside and pray to every cloud in the heavens that nobody sees through us.
That's rough.
Which explains why you need Gil.
Aye. And now Ruka's back, my wife should be free to assist you with any potential purchases. So please, do make good use of our stores, because we fully intend to make good use of your coin.
I'll be sure to keep my purse strings loose.
Angel's Tallow. And some Beast Tide. Haven stores now available. Oh, that was really nice.
Thanks for bringing me daughter back. I don't grudge her looking for adventure, but she's got to pull her weight like the rest of us. Anyway, now we've got the inventory done, I can attend to my own tasks, like seeing to our visitors' needs. So, was the route you wanted? This is all we have.
I mean, I've literally just bought whatever.
Well, if you're sure you need it, may it serve you well. Here you are.
Well, don't sound too thrilled to be selling me your shit.
Very well.
What do you think the tributary sees in your outfit?
What is it you want?
I guess I can't.
Good tide to you.
I guess I don't have enough stuff to Minwu. I guess I don't have the stuff for that to upgrade. Or
My
for a
steel's just as good as any.
reason not showing me them. Yeah, I don't see them on there. Or on here, so.
Good tide to you.
Okay. Well, guys, I think this is probably a good spot to end this part of Let's Play Final Fantasy XVI, The Rising Tide. In the next part, guys, we continue on with the story stuff. So thank you all so much for watching this video. Guys, if you liked the video, please give that like button a click. And comment down below what you like about the video, dislike about the video. And let me know, guys, what you think of, the DLC so far. I'm liking it. It's really nice. It's interesting. And I can't wait to see more of it. But yeah. And as always, guys, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a beat. And subscribe to the main channel, too. That's in the description below. As well as follow me on Twitter. Both of my main Twitter, the RPG Kim Kid Twitter, are in there, too. And thank you all so much for watching once again. And I'll see you all next time.